Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Monday morning. And just a note real quick here, this is going to be the only day I'm working this week. David's going to be taking over for me for the rest of this week. So wanted to show you what we're going to be looking at the next few days as things turn more active down the road here. We do have clouds that are going to be rolling through today, but it's not going to be terrible, though, by any means. Partly to at times, maybe later today, mostly cloudy skies. There is going to be a cold front about right here late in the day, though, but a mild day for most of us with breezy west and northwest winds. That front will dive southeast tonight, stall, and then lift to the northeast as a warm front tomorrow morning. It should be about right there by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So winds will go from northerly to easterly and then back to southerly tomorrow morning. A little light snow here to the north and northeast. The clouds will retreat to the northeast as that warm front lifts away from us here. Most of us will see a nice, strong south and southeast wind, but a milder day out there for tomorrow. Very mild air on the way for your Tuesday. It does come with the downside of those strong winds, 15 to 25 miles per hour, some gusts at times to 35. Next cold front will be on our doorstep to the northwest. It's going to dive southeastward Tuesday night. That will bring an increase in clouds. Winds will shift back out of the northeast, and they will be blustery Wednesday morning. Strong north and northeasterly winds drawing in colder air, and here comes the beginning of some moisture. I'll back this up real quick. You can see rain quickly transitioning to snow as that colder air dives southeastward. By Wednesday morning, that cold front's through most of the area. The first snows, again, are going to be Tuesday night up here to the north through Wednesday morning. Then the rest of the area will start to see some moisture. Some will see snow, some might see a mix off to the southeast. It'll kind of fill in during the day Wednesday, and then the bulk of it will be Wednesday night before clearing out early Thursday morning. So with this next upcoming system, we have a winter storm watch in place across northern Nebraska starting Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. So that's 5 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, continues until 6 a.m. Thursday morning. These areas I'm kind of expecting the most snow of 6 to 12 inches. Winter storm warnings, kind of same thing out towards the west. This will eventually become a winter storm warning. Along the fringes of this, I could see many counties maybe in a winter weather advisory eventually being posted later on in the next day or two. As we could see some impacts, just not as big of impacts as what we'll see up north. And then as you go to the southeast, there may be some places that don't get any kind of advisory or warning. So snowfall totals, and again, this is kind of an early guess. So I just want to keep this in mind that this could still change a little bit, but this is my early forecast for snow totals. 6 to 12 inches in northern and western Nebraska. There could be higher amounts up into the Dakotas. South Dakota, over a foot of snow easily in eastern South Dakota into Minnesota. Places like Norfolk, Albion, Ord, North Platte, kind of going with the 4 to 6 inch range. Imperial, McCook, Lincoln, or Lexington, Kearney, Grand Island, kind of in the 3 to 6 inch range. I'd probably lean closer to about 3 or 4 inches in Kearney and Grand Island. 1 to 3 inches down here to the southeast. Less than an inch right here. So again, Tri-Cities 1 to 3, maybe 4 inches of snowfall. Temperatures out there for today are going to be mostly in the 40s and 50s for highs. I'm going to take a break real quick from this recording, so I apologize. Hey, production, if you could cut out this cut-in. I'm not going to do anything for this cut-in. Okay, thank you. Just go to the national. Thank you. All right, sorry about that. I record this during the Today Show, and sometimes they get to the Today Show recording very early. And I have to do my cut-in while I'm going to skip it today just because of I want to get this done here and get this out to you. So anyway, your highs for today, 40s and 50s. Low to mid 50s across the south. There's still a lot of snow cover up in northern Nebraska, so that's really still holding temperatures down. Although many of us have seen a lot of snow melt, we're going to see more of that today. Tonight, not too bad. 20s for overnight lows, maybe a few upper teens in the northeast there, O'Neill 17, but most of us in the 20s for overnight lows. Highs tomorrow could be warmer than today. About the only downside, a few extra clouds up north, a little cooler here, especially where there's all that snowpack here. But many of us, lower, mid-50s, even upper 50s and possibly low 60s in northern Kansas. So looking really good out there for today. Tomorrow night, we'll drop back 20s again, teens. Here comes the colder air, though. So tomorrow night and a Wednesday morning, that colder air is now starting to dive southeastward into our area. In fact, Wednesday, we may see an earlier day high with dropping temperatures as the day goes on, and a very wide range in highs from around 10 in Valentine, single digits out west, to maybe as warm as the 40s here to the southeast. And again, keep in mind, these temperatures will likely be dropping Wednesday, especially by Wednesday afternoon. So let's look at the 7-day forecast, as again, things turn out to be not so nice for the middle of the week. So today's looking good, breezy, but not too bad, mix of clouds and sun. Tomorrow, more sunshine. Some early clouds giving way to a lot of sunshine. Windy, though, south and southeast winds a little bit on the strong side, but we do push mid-50s in the Tri-Cities. 30, and that might be an earlier day high on Wednesday. Windy conditions as well with those north and northeast winds. The chance of snow is a little bit lower earlier in the day. Gets a little bit better, up to a 50% chance by the afternoon. And then Wednesday evening is probably when we see the best chance of snowfall in the Tri-Cities. And some of that will linger into early Thursday before sunrise. By sunrise, the snow should be winding down, but the winds will be strong. The sun comes back, but it's going to be bitterly cold out there. We'll start off close to 0 Thursday morning, a high only barely above 10. And then as the winds calm down, we're back down to around 0 or colder Thursday night into Friday morning. Now, Friday's still chilly, but slightly better. There is a slight chance of snow in the afternoon, but then we quickly recover this weekend. Lots of sunshine and back up well into the 40s both Saturday and Sunday. There are hints at our next weather system Sunday night or Monday of next week. That one may be more of a rainmaker than a snowmaker, though, because we could be on the milder side of things for those final couple of days of February moving into early March. That would be a Wednesday right here. So we could stay on the milder side of things, which could mean mainly rain and not so much snow. Let's take a look at some of the long-range models here. This is the European forecast model. Not much for today. Again, sprinkles. I wouldn't even expect that, though. But again, here comes Tuesday night, Wednesday, as that snow moves into the north. And then during the day Wednesday, watch what happens for the rest of us here. Maybe a little bit of a mix across the southeast, but then eventually becoming snow as the colder air fills in. But still maybe a mix to the southeast even in the Thursday night. Notice the higher amounts of snow in northern Nebraska. Then that lifts out of here. Thursday morning, there's sunrise Thursday, the snow lifting to the northeast, the sun returns. Still bitterly cold, though, Thursday. Then we start to see some recovery Friday. Friday is still kind of cold. There's a slight chance of snow on Friday. And then the weekend gets much better. Saturday, Sunday looks a lot better. And then early next week, here comes that next moisture maker. But again, it could be predominantly rain, maybe a little snow. We'll see before that moves on out of here. The GFS model, there are some similarities, but also some differences. Again, quiet today, tomorrow mostly quiet. Then here comes the moisture tomorrow night into Wednesday. And again, it starts out mostly as snow across the northwest, but then those areas in the middle kind of fill in with what could be initially a little bit of a mix, especially to the southeast of the Tri-Cities, but then eventually snow moving in Thursday night, or Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Wrapping up early on Thursday morning, the snow lifts to the northeast. We'll see a bitterly cold day Thursday. Thursday night, very cold. Friday, I mentioned that slight chance of snow right there in the afternoon, evening. Moves away. Then nicer weather Saturday and Sunday. And then Sunday night into Monday, here comes that moisture, but it could be more of a rainmaker than anything. Maybe a little bit of a mix or some snow on the tail end of that. But could be more rain than anything here with a little bit of warmer air in place. We'll see. And then quieter weather, and it should be on the milder side Tuesday and into Wednesday. One final graphic I want to show you, the national graphic for temperature trends. Again, not too bad these next 2 days. Tomorrow's the best day right there. Then comes the cold Wednesday and especially Thursday. Very cold air Thursday. And then it starts to slowly get out of here, warming up by the weekend. Saturday and Sunday looking good. And the trend is that we'll see a warmer weather system early next week, and so there's not a lot of cold air with it. You see all the bitterly cold air is back up into Canada again. We may level off a little bit, but not too bad as we approach the 1st of March. Maybe still some mild air into early March there. There are some signs. You look to the south there around the March 2nd. Look to the south in Texas and Mexico, all that warmth there, trying to surge northward. We could see a really warm start to our March with no cold air coming in from the north anytime soon. So this week, not so great when it comes to the middle and end of the week, but otherwise, much of the forecast looks good. And like I said, if we can get, I'll go back to it real quick, if we can get this right here, that's a good rain. That would be a nice soaking rain. I know rain's not fun, but that'd be some good moisture for our area. Hopefully not flooding rain. We don't want anything like that. You get rain on that frozen ground, that's never a good thing, but that is some good moisture there. Let's just hope we can stay away from any kind of flooding. That's the only big concern that would come next week. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like I said before, this is my only forecast this week. David will be filling in for me the rest of the week here. I'm going to be home with the kids as my wife's going to be out of town for a conference. And so David will be taking over, and he'll cover this forecast for you on the morning show, the midday show, and of course he'll be doing stuff on social media and things like that as well. And of course there's John Walsh in the evenings as well. So hope you have a good rest of your week. I will see you again on Monday of next week when we'll be talking about, hey, the next warm-up. Maybe some rain next Monday. Hey, you never know. So that's the next time I'll be back with you. We may be talking about rain for our area. We'll see. So I want to thank you all for watching again. I'm going to bring that 7-day forecast up one more time before I let you all go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all again next week. Take care. Bye.